joined by a special elf guest today. This is Beverly, or as I know her, Mom, and she helps me out in the store a lot. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kim's mom, and I love being the little elf behind the scenes. That's where I like to play. But sometimes on a Thursday I open the store for Kim when she's resting, so I deal with customers and that, and I help them as best I can because my knitting knowledge is very limited to the basic stuff.
You do really good. And people are always like, "Oh, I met your mom last week, and she was so nice." And it's really good. And the knitting group of like nicknamed you Mom, which is cute because you take care of everyone and stuff. So she's an awesome, awesome lady that I'm very privileged to know and call my friend.
Oh, you're my
Gilmore Girls style.
As long as I don't have to talk that fast.
No, you don't have to talk as fast as Lorelai. Don't worry. I got that for the both of us. So I thought I would bring Mom on today because you guys enjoyed the little pre-podcast episode that we filmed talking about all of our works and progresses. And today, Mom has actually come leaps and bounds since then. And you nearly have an FO, don't you? Nearly have a finished object.
I do. I
don't think these people are ready.
It just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
So I think
what the heck is that? No,
yeah.
What is that?
Okay, this is the Afterthought Everything sock. And I just started it last time.
I don't think you'd had even
started
started
hadn't I
it.
started it?
No.
Okay. And I'm using these 9-inch needles, which are quite fun because I don't like the
Magic loop?
The magic loop. Yeah, I don't get on very well with that.
Which I think is crazy because magic loop is my preferred method.
And this is the lovely yarn I'm using. What's it called?
It is called
Hollyberry
by West Yorkshire Spinners in their signature
beautiful, really beautiful.
And it's self-striping, so you don't have to do any of the difficult color work. It just does it for you.
Really?
Oh, sorry.
I've been doing color work all this time.
Sorry, did I ruin it? Everyone thought you'd done all that color work.
So you start with the cuff, and then you knit all the way, and then you knit another cuff. And then apparently...
And then you do the scary thing. Well, everyone says it's scary, but it's not.
Yeah, you do the Afterthought toe.
I hold it up here. So you can see. Yeah.
The Afterthought toe.
Basically cut it in half and put 2 toes on it. And then you cut one side here and one side there to put the heels in. And then you have a complete pair of socks all in one, which is pretty cool.
So we're going to try it and see what happens. So,
you're a bit scared, I think, to try.
I'm very scared. And I reckon if I'm too scared, makes a good leg warmer.
Now, that was the reason why we picked this sock pattern to try was because Mom gets confused quite easily when she's knitting and she forgets what she's supposed to be doing, which is completely fair enough because, sometimes patterns are difficult. And so it was like, this has to be the simplest sock ever with no shaping or anything. So I figured this will be the easiest thing for you to do.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's just knit.
Yeah, and I'm going to help her do the toes and the heels. So it won't be as scary, you guys. I know there's probably people out there that have fainted when I've said I'm going to cut it in half, but...
Look, I've already dropped
you
the
stitch. Do you want me to fix it for you?
Yes, please. This is very common. Again!
And what was I saying? Oh, people have probably fainted thinking about cutting the sock in half, but actually... what you can do if you're clever and you plan ahead is you can put a piece of waste yarn in. Me or you? Because when I do my afterthought heels, I never measure to where the heel's supposed to be. I just keep knitting and then I put the heel in afterwards. But you can put a piece of waste yarn in where the heel should be. And then when you go, you don't have to cut. You just take out the waste yarn. I'm probably preaching to the choir here. You guys have probably all tried afterthought heels and stuff before, but I had never seen it done in a massive tube like this before.
No.
So it's a real adventure for both of us, really.
And I'm going to choose a contrasting color. I haven't decided.
Are you? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Oh,
I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe the red?
Maybe the red. This one?
Yeah.
Maybe that one.
Yeah. Trying to remember what it's called.
So I'll do that.
I can't remember what it's called. But so along those same lines, I thought it would be really great if Mom and I, once she's done this one, because I think you enjoy it.
I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just knit.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that you have become addicted to sock knitting like some people do. No, but you do enjoy it, and it's nice and simple.
Yeah.
So I thought you probably will want to do another one.
We'll see how the heel goes.
Yeah.
The toe.
So I also have been watching a lot of Arne and Carlos on YouTube, and I wanted to support them by buying some of their yarn or a book or whatever. And I thought I would get some sock yarn for me and Mom, and we could do kind of a mother-daughter knit along, which would be fun. And we could both do Afterthought Everything socks together.
Oh,
so
cool.
I would do a sock and you would do a sock.
Good. Okay.
So I bought some yarn, and then it came.
I'll do a sock and you do a sock.
No, you do
And
a
then
pair of
we-
socks. I do.
We wear them odd weeks.
Oh, okay. No, that's
No, that's
that's
not
not
what
good.
you had
That's
in
not what I had in mind. That's not quite what I had in mind. But so I bought some yarn, and when they came, I realized that they were only 50-gram balls, not 100-gram balls, because I'm an idiot. But this is the Arne and Carlos yarn by Regia.
Very soft.
It's lovely. I mean, it's not like
beautiful.
cashmere soft, but it's nice. I would say it's on a par with West Yorkshire Spinner soft, for sure. And this is, again, sort of self-striping. It does a sort of Fair Isle-y looking pattern. And so I got us colors from the same design thing. One blue for Mom and orangey red for me, because those are kind of our colors. But, of course, there's only 50 grams. So now I could either order us some more of this.
Yeah.
Or we could knit with a complementary color and do stripes or something. Stripes. Oh, I don't know. She looks scared. You look scared.
Do you think that would do all of that? And then I'll just do the contrasting that.
I don't know. Have you weighed that?
No.
We should weigh it. See how much it is.
Well, this is what's left of 100 grams.
It's
quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we might have to weigh it and see. Because you might be able to get the whole thing out of these. I don't know. But we do have big feet, so maybe not.
We could try.
We'll
Let's weigh it and see. Yeah.
But that's sort of the plan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be good.
That'll be really
Exciting. I won't tell you what I bought on Amazon today.
What did you
Just
buy?
because I was on there buying something.
What did you buy?
For the overlocker.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
Uh-huh.
And
Mom got an overlocker for Christmas, and she hasn't tried it out yet. It's like
So
the end of February already.
so, anyway, so it was only, like 50p or something silly like that. So I had to increase it a little bit so I could get free postage.
Right.
So
as
I
you do.
just happened to buy something else.
What did you get?
Something.
You did it. Do you find the right one?
Not this.
Oh.
A book.
Do you buy an Arne and Carlos
Yeah.
book?
I can't remember which one.
Slippers? Christmas balls?
Oh no, it had hats and mittens.
Oh, is
and
it
things and-
the Norwegian knitting something?
Yes, I think so.
That's
I bought
so
you a
exciting.
second-hand one.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. I love that even better. Oh, that's amazing.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So that's good. I just, like, when you watch someone on YouTube so much, I always feel like, because it's free content, even if there is advertising on the things, I always want to give back to the creator, especially if you watch them all the time and they keep you company all the time. So that's really great. Really, really great.
Yeah,
I know a lot
it's
of
good.
people do Patreon, which is like
What's that?
you
Oh,
you remember you pay them like so much per month or so much per video or whatever, and you get certain perks back. But which is great. That's totally wonderful and stuff. But I feel like I probably wouldn't want to set up a Patreon for my stuff because I have a shop. So you can pay me if you like the videos by buying something through the shop, and then you get a perk, which is what you bought, but the money also helps the channel and it helps everything. So if a YouTuber has a shop, I'll always go there first. But yeah.
No, that sounds good.
And it also tells them that you like what they make too, which is great.
Yeah.
But so I'm really excited about the yarn. I'll just have to see if we can find another ball for it because I feel like such an idiot. But
And that's like a gift that keeps on giving, because every time somebody sees you wearing the socks, you'll be able to tell them where you got it from.
exactly. So that's really wonderful. So that's what Mom's working on. I don't know if you have any other works in progresses that you're really knitting on at the moment.
I haven't been as prolific as you have. I don't think I've finished off. Have I finished off anything? Oh, I finished off that one blanket, the crocheted blanket.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to steam it and see if I can steam it flat like a steamroller. But I don't know. Anyway.
The famous last words. It'll block out.
It'll block out. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been pretty monogamous with this project, which is
Yeah.
cool because it's grown really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. I am enjoying it.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Something which you've told me before, but I thought would be fun to share.
Right.
Where did you learn to knit? Who did you learn to knit from? And like tell us a little bit about your backstory so that we get to know you a bit better.
Okay. Yeah, well, my mom and my gran taught me how to knit, as I think most of us have learned how to knit. And yeah, I just used to do the usual thing, you know, you cast on 10 stitches for a scarf and then you knit it and then you get bored and you put it away for however many years and then you want to, you know, you get interested again and try it again and you never really end up with a complete scarf. But
it's only like 10 stitches wide.
That's
so
right.
It's like a bookmark more than anything.
Yeah. Anyway, but I've only ever just done basic knit and purl, and that's about it. So, but I do like to do knitting for different charities. I have a friend who's very involved with different charities, so I like to do little hats. And what else have I done?
Those little preemie blanket things.
Yeah, little preemie blankets, hats, little hand puppets. So those are fun. Yeah.
Any sort of thing that's going around, you'll probably make one.
Yeah, just get involved and try it out, you know.
Right.
But I did do the giraffe, the crochet was.
Yeah, it's a giraffe.
No, it's knitted.
It's knitted,
Knitted
though,
giraffe for Yarn Shop Day last year.
Dennis.
And I did a big one.
We should get him and show
we
it.
did it
Let me get
in.
it.
Right, yeah, so we knitted it in,
Here's
is it chunky?
It is. It's chunky.
It's chunky, yeah, so he ended up a lot bigger than he was supposed to, which was fine because he was for the window.
That's what we wanted to do.
Yes,
We
yeah.
wanted to do him.
And I love knitting. I love knitting him, so I could really get involved in knitting toys. Oh, he gives the best cuddles. Oh, yes. And he even has a little pocket at the back.
Is it?
Where is
on
this
the front?
pocket? Is this the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a little pocket so that he can carry some wool and knitting needles around with him. So that's Dennis the giraffe. I love knitting him.
And he doesn't have a long neck. Don't ask us why. We didn't make up the pattern. A lot of people think he's a cow or a reindeer. He's real chill. He don't mind.
And for Halloween, we put big, funny, scary eyes on him, and he looked really scary.
At Christmas, we give him reindeer antlers to go with his horns.
Yeah.
So
he's fun.
if you come into the shop, you're welcome to give him a cuddle.
Yeah, he gives the best cuddles. Yeah. And I stuffed him with lots of fabric because I'm a quilter. So the bottom of his body is really heavy, so he sits nicely, and then the rest is just toy stuffing, which is good.
Yeah, and I think some of it is also scraps of yarn, because we love recycling in the shop. So we have a bucket in the shop where you can come and deposit all your little scraps of yarn, like little cuts, ends and stuff. And we use it for stuffing little toys and stuff for window displays.
Yeah, so it's good. He's good.
Hey, Dennis. But yeah, so you learned from your mom and your grandma. And where were you then?
I was born and raised in South Africa. Travelled around quite a bit. Bloemfontein in the Orange Free State. Oh, excuse me. And then eventually when I got married, I settled in Durban, Natal.
When you were younger, you lived on, like, not game parks, but like...
Yeah, it was on game reserves. Yeah, because my dad worked in the offices, and then later on he ran the restaurants at the game parks. So I've always been around animals, and I just love animals. So
in the bush.
Yeah, it was really chilled. I like to tell the story. I was always first on the bus and last off. So we had to get up really early because the bus would come. It would take us an hour to get to school, and we'd have to first walk to the bus stop, which was quite a ways, probably about half a mile to get there in the cold.
And the snow uphill both ways.
No, that's
barefoot.
That's my dad.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, so my brother and I would go off to school, get there an hour later, and then we were always the last ones to get off at the end of the day. So it was long, but it was really fun to be out in the open and see the animals and things like that. So that was good.
Country bumpkin.
Yeah, I am. I'm a country girl. Yeah.
So it's nice living out here in the countryside.
It is. I love it.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not the same as South Africa.
No.
Totally different landscape.
That's right. Yeah.
But,
yeah. And then when my son was 8 years old, we left South Africa and we went to California. My hubby got a job there. And that was great. Talk about future shock. My goodness.
Because South Africa is like 10 years behind. Or it was, at least, when you lived there.
It is, yeah.
It was like 10 years behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the sort of Western world. But
that's right, yeah. So that was a big shock to the system, the way that they live, and very commercial, but great big houses, so you could have lots of storage for stuff.
For stash.
Imagine if you had a wool shop there.
Oh my God. It's so good. Oh my God. I watched some of the Instagrams of some of these wool shops in America, and I'm just like, they have so much freaking space. And they're like dancing in the middle of their shop, and I'm like, I can't do that. We don't have the space. I do miss that element of living in America.
Yeah.
Like the big roads and the big houses and stuff. But there's something more cozy about the English.
I think England is more sort of real, if you can understand that. It's more genuine. So Kim decided to wait until we got to California before she decided to make an appearance.
I was
10
really
years after my son.
I was really just waiting for them to move to England, but they were taking such a long time. I decided I would just come into their lives a little earlier.
Give us a boot.
Get them moving. But so I was born in 1990.
Right.
To you guys. And you guys had kind of given up on having a second kid by then.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit of a surprise.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully a good one, although 26 years later and I'm still bothering you.
Yeah. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. Oh, we love you.
I love you too.
Anyway, and then here we are in England because Kim wanted to come here to college, and it took me probably about a year or two, to settle down.
Well, you had such good friends in America. You still do. And
yeah,
like, I think that was really difficult for you because you like such a nice base of people
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Anyway, now I'm all settled in, and
You have a new base of people.
that's right. Yeah, so it's good. So that's my story.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
If you guys have any other questions for Mom, leave them in the comments.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll have her on again at some point because she is good fun and we get up to lots of mischief together.
But first I need to go finish my sock. Bye. See you later.
Perfect.
Bye, Dennis.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm asleep.